Alright guys, hello, it's Robbie filling in for Stephen of our AAS Blood Bowl Season 3 Round 7, and today we've got the Rectangular Table Knights versus Krunktown Fungus, Bretonians versus Orks, and today I've got Michael or Michele, who I think we flip-flop between the two with me today. Say hello, my dude.
Hello, my dude.
Nice. Yeah, so how did you feel coming into this?
It was weird. So, like, half of me was like petrified. I was just going to get battered into the dirt, and the other half of me was like, well, my knights are pretty decent at the moment, and they're kind of quick, so maybe I can just run around. So
Awesome.
I really wasn't sure, to be honest.
It looks like you didn't get the choice of kicking today.
I didn't, but Martin, I think, chose to receive anyway, so that was fine. I probably would have kicked to him.
That is fair. So we've got. So it looks like I'm struggling to figure out how. Weather's nice. That's good. Fan factor looks to be. Well, let's see. Who's got the fan factor? +1, plus nothing. So it looks like you've got the fan factor today.
Yeah, I also really wasn't sure with my setup. I think it took me a while. And then I just kind of went like, I normally go a bit more spread out, but I felt like I needed, like he's not quick enough to just run around the wings. So in the end I decided I didn't really need to guard them too much.
That's fair enough. Yeah, peasants on, same as your usual deployment. Peasants on the line, blockers,
Yeah.
and then knights. He's putting all his big bashy boys in the middle, which makes sense. He's one goblin on the pitch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see a lot of him today.
Oh dear, right. Right, first event. Just quick snap, nothing too major. Let's get the skills up. There we go, level up skills.
Yeah, so my thought going into,
Well, they seem to be flashing.
now that he has it, was just to try and screen him rather than break the cage and try and get the ball back, just prevent the score.
Hmm.
And he's back to the middle, which is where he's supposed to go.
Well, as long as the peasants all fall back into like one area, it's fine, right? That's how this works. Boo!
Yeah, it works out. Your Black Oaks are going nowhere.
So, ooh, very cheeky. Love it.
Cheeky little pass, and then I think he just cages up the goblin.
Oh, I mean, why not?
It's fair, yeah.
Yeah, so, what... Okay, so what do you think his strategy was going into here? Because my thoughts are, he's going to try and grind out against you, and then maybe...
That's what I thought, so yeah. Just try and force me into a scrum, so that his armor value and strength will win out. And I figured that was probably, he just wants to get injuries. I think that's what, orcs have to do. Because brets are weird, I guess, like a bit like humans. Like, you can do bashing, but you can also sort of run the ball with the knights and stuff. So I was just like, I just need to deny him as many opportunities as I can. The accidental blocker on the left is because I thought my Mighty Blow Knight was on the left.
I thought you'd just be doing a bit of cheeky marking.
No, I didn't want him to get any blocks that weren't a blitz each turn if I could avoid it. Was my goal.
Well, that's fair enough. So I guess you're trying to be a bit more elf-like in that regard.
Yeah, I just wanted to just screen him rather than try and mark him. I was like, I could just picture my players being just like destroyed, and I did not want that to happen.
I mean, I guess the other good thing about the way this setup has worked is that if he chooses to commit to a wing, you can still pivot the back half of your team.
Yeah.
To go that way. Whereas, if he goes down the middle, he's going to have to grind out against you all the way down the pitch.
Exactly, yeah. Taking a bit of relief out of Ollie's Dark Elves, where he deploys everyone in the middle. Yeah, with the Knights, especially with 7, they can definitely just respond. Blockers are 6, so just about, but...
Yeah, Knights definitely are stronger. So Martin puts himself over towards the edge here, which is good move, but again, you're just going to get pincered in here by an arc of knights.
Yeah,
Which,
see, even that blocker from the left is in place to screen it, so it works.
definitely.
And he can't just easily switch wings.
It's interesting. As a player, I've never really played like orcs and Bretonians before. I tend to go for either one extreme of dwarves if I want to be bashy, or I go to the other, which is like we love nice elf pillars, very nice.
Yeah.
I normally like to go for that kind of extreme. Either I'm playing an elf team and I'm going really hard at throwing the ball, or I'm playing a dwarf team and I've gone high on armor and I don't care if I get into a scrum in the middle.
Yeah, when I first started playing, so last season, I was like, oh, I want to play a bash team, that's what I want to do. But then I picked Underworld because I like the werewolves. And then playing that season was like, actually, I really enjoy having both. I like having players that can run the ball, like high move players, as well as a bit of bashing in there. I mean, yeah, Underworld's probably not as good at playing the ball as Bretonia, but that kind of thing where you've got fast players that can run, and you've got your bashies too. And yeah, there's one peasant down, poor old Keith.
I mean, you've got two spare. You've got
Yeah.
Jim. Who's that? Jim and we'll need another one.
Yeah.
There goes Jim. How many Jims have you got?
Oh, I think
There's a Bob and a Pat. Lovely.
Okay, only one Jim, yeah.
You turn around and there's 5 Jims. You're like, how did this happen?
I did have I keep accidentally doing it when I hire a new peasant, and I'm like, whoops.
Or fail the Dauntless, but you don't. Doesn't cost
Doesn't
you.
get punished, yeah. Like from my first game as Brett, I asked like Steven and stuff. I was like, oh, with Dauntless, is it better to re-roll the Dauntless or the dice? And they're like, always the dice. I was like, okay, I've never re-rolled Dauntless.
I've done it a few times, but yeah, normally you're right. Like, because normally if you're doing a person with Dauntless, they've normally got block, and so long as you don't roll a skull on either of the dice, it's better to re-roll that.
And it's worked out so far for me when it's gone wrong.
I like that play, what he's done there. He's just got his front line and he just shifted 2 players slightly and he's got a new cage away from you. Unfortunately,
that was pretty good.
It is good, but it's not enough distance forwards. He hasn't made really any ground because I don't think those Black Orcs moved.
No, they stayed so that they could be the front. But yeah, I think he should have moved them forwards a bit.
Yeah, maybe to
at least a couple squares.
Yeah, maybe to like here, maybe not there, but like maybe there and there, and then try to bring the rest of these guys around. I didn't check the movement, but yeah. Because here we go again, more reposition the screen.
Yeah, literally, I just was like, well, now I've just got to stop him moving forward from here. And I think every turn I try and I do a blitz with the Might Blow Knight.
He's still traumatized by him.
Yeah. That's his job. It's like, I feel like if I don't use him to punch each turn, then I'm wasting my time. Like, the Mighty Blow is the only thing that's going to help me there.
Definitely, just that bit of extra reliability in breaking armor is lovely.
Yeah. Obviously, it didn't really come up too much against orcs with the armor 9, but yeah, at least it was like a possibility.
Oh, it definitely is helpful. And okay, so what's he doing here? He looks to be shifting. Again, he's not made any ground.
Yeah, he just is sort of pushing to the sides, and I'm pretty happy with how this game's going so far because I'm like, he's at the halfway line, and we're halfway through the game. Like halfway through the half.
Also, that thrower has not moved in the last couple of turns. I'd love to see him bring.
He might have forgotten the flow.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'd love to. I mean, hang on. His camera's probably here.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's absolutely forgotten it. Oh, that's such a shame.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. I was so like looking at this front line of orcs in like fear.
Yeah, yeah, bringing that in would have really helped just to mark more players. Like, honestly, I think what I'd be doing here instead of the Black Orcs, I think I'd be putting the Black Orcs at the top of each of these pillars.
Yeah.
And just start punching my way through because like place, punch, 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 blitz one of them down, push through.
Yeah, that was something he kind of just kept moving the cage around rather than only throwing it like the 1 square forward to then punch me the next turn. He would move it around, whereas like brets don't have that much, like they're not good at dodging it except for the knights. I mean, the blockers is a 3-up, but peasants can't dodge. If you just walk up to a peasant, he has to stay there, and
That is
he's gonna
true.
get punched.
Yeah, I think forcibly marking your players would have really helped him, because at least then he's getting a punch every other turn, and that's pretty much 4 blocks with 2 dice in his favour, really.
Yeah, like what you said, the Black Orc should have just walked up to the screen and be like, yeah, dodge away or get punched.
Yeah, I think what he maybe would have been easier if he just had that line of 5 Black Orcs and the troll and just pushed it forwards like a lawnmower. And and then
peasant both down stuns the Black Orc.
oh,
legend.
Brave boy. No injuries either way, so I think we'll call that a win.
Yeah.
Yep, gets in there.
Yeah,
That's
so
good.
those 3 blockers are trying to like screen off the blitzers just being able to walk around to where he's trying to get to. That's why they're sort of like spread out in that wall.
Very nice. Wham.
Yeah.
Squire K. He's fine.
Yeah, I took the full like 10 seconds. There was 1 second I was like, do I Apo this? I was like, oh, that's my 1 guard squire. Like, if I lose him, that's gonna be massive loss. And I was like, if you don't use the Apo, like, you never know. Like, it's just, I think it's better to use like early on an important player than save it and then not need it.
Yeah, that's fair. And he managed to get the troll up. Cost him a reroll, but he got it up.
He got that, yeah. Lucky with that though, no.
Yeah, I don't think the trolls, and honestly, still, I know it costs him quite a bit of movement. Oh yeah, movement 4 on a troll. Yeah, there wasn't much further he could have moved that troll, honestly. But has he got? I don't think he's got an inroad here. He's running out of turns. He's gonna have to start sprinting for it.
Yeah, that was what I was like trying to just play up. Like, if I can just keep holding him back, like in the same way I'm doing, and then hopefully it'll be okay. And you know, he marked me on that one side, so I just blitzed that Black Orc.
Yeah, he's got you marked here, but against a blodge blitzer.
Yeah, and specifically the dodge, so I'm like happy to take the dodge roll, which fails.
But he's got one avenue down the edge of the pitch if he's really feeling brave. But this is his goblin with catch, not sidestep.
Yeah.
So this is it's not a guarantee. Although he could. Oh, he's picking up the goblin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and he lands it. That's cheeky, and he's off.
I was triggered. So triggered.
Oh, that is wonderful. That is.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was a good touchdown. I was furious because I was like, I played a perfect half to stop him, and then he just scored. And I was like, oh.
Oh, I should have killed the troll.
Yeah.
That is fair. Well, I see your point. I think at the time I was like, yes, Martin, throw the goblin. But like, no, I get it now. I get your frustration because he did absolutely, like, he was barely past the 8-yard mark here.
Yeah, I was very chuffed.
Although that throw really could have gone wrong. That was.
Well, I was like, go on, throw the goblin. Like, I thought it was like really bad chances to successfully actually throw the ball.
Oh, it is. So you got a really stupid on a 2-up, then you got a 2-up to not eat the goblin, then you got a 3-up to throw, and a 4-up to land.
That is a lot of dice.
It is a lot of dice. It's less than 50-50 that all goes off.
Yeah.
But boy, did it work. So
yeah, fair play, it did work for him.
Yeah, so that was. Yeah, I mean, it's always amusing watching a goblin get hurled across the pitch.
And he leaves a completely open channel on both wings. I've got 2 turns to try and score, so that's what I'm planning to do. So they just.
He does, doesn't he? Look how wide. That is wide open.
Very wide, yeah. Very happy with that.
Maybe he doesn't need to keep that line so tight. He could have probably
because they're all 2 dice already. Yeah, he could have just spread them out.
Could have gone like put instead of having this guy here, popped him on the wing there, and then put that guy there, and then you would have at least had to blitz one of them down, and you wouldn't have had free reign over the entire pitch.
Just walk through.
Yeah, and you could have put, and he could have then reinforced certain areas, like the blitzers, for example, with another guy standing behind.
And then I failed the sure hands pickup.
No, it's not. That's not over yet. You can still get the ball there.
Yep, not that bad. I've still got 2 knights. I'm thinking, pick up, hand off, pass, score.
Very possible.
Very possible and easy, because a 3-up rerolling for free, another 3-up rerolling for free. So pick up the catch handoff, and then it's just I've got a reroll to use on the pass. So it's all like 3-ups, or maybe 1 4-up for the pass with rerolls. I'm like, this is...
It's not guaranteed, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty good odds.
And he's knocked down your front line. That happens. I guess that's a goblin coming your way.
Yep.
Brave decision. Womp.
On the night. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh.
Well, that complicates matters a little bit.
Yes. So now I'm like, okay, there's no handoff, but I'm just gonna have to go for a fairly long pass. But that's not that bad with a reroll.
Still doable. He's not marking you, interestingly. I guess you've got a 3-up dodge, but he didn't even move. Again, he forgot his thrower.
I think he did, yeah.
Alright, so the ball's away.
Up.
Okay. Throw, 4-up. Oh, 5-up. Yep.
Yeah, 5-up, so pretty challenging.
Or vaguely in his direction.
Yeah, unfortunately inaccurate off the pitch.
Not enough. Well, it was worth a try. It was definitely. I mean, you still got an entire eight turns left in your next half.
Definitely. Yeah, I was a bit annoyed because I was like, the troll getting another pinpoint throw. But yeah, it was not looking too bad. Only 2 peasants out, but I had 2 spare, and then the KO gets up. So I've got a spare player, and I'm still at full capacity against orks. So I'm feeling still pretty good. Yeah,
orks still at full capacity still. They've still got 1 spare goblin. I think he swapped them over this time, so he's got his sidestep goblin on the field rather than his catch one. Oh, speaking of that, it's now swapped it over. Oh. I do love change of tactics. So we've got 2 spare peasants. One of them's leveled up with block. Very nice.
Yeah.
Half expect him to kick the goblin there.
But as you can see, he's done the exact same deployment. So I'm like, well, let's just try that again.
Might as well.
It basically worked last time. Only failed because I ran out of turns, really. I mean, I guess the ball would have been in the middle of him, and I probably wouldn't be able to get it back. Would it bounce to the same place?
That. You had 2 knights and 2 knights and 4 blockers in his back line. That is fairly tricky to keep hold of. Definitely. I'm starting to appreciate Bretonians a lot more. They are pretty spicy. Oh no! But then again, well.
Yeah, it works out kind of. I feel like that shouldn't be a turnover.
Maybe not, but at least you've got the ball.
Yeah, it's somewhat safe.
Somewhat safe, and at least you don't need this guy for passing, particularly. So, wham!
And at least the ball was quite far up the pitch. It wasn't right in the back again, which is nice. And he's marking me now. He's coming for that ball.
I'm surprised he didn't. I was going to say, I'm surprised he didn't blitz you there, but no, I guess he can bring that guy in.
Yeah.
Going for it.
He thought he'd get the assist and didn't realise. Then his luck does turn a bit there, getting the skull and skull.
Oh, how are you getting this away? Probably. I guess the easiest is a blitz run.
Yeah, I can't remember what. So take him out.
Probably blitz this guy. Oh, no, just dodge away.
Just dodge out, yeah.
You could have gone that. I would have gone that way and got the extra square.
With extra bit of movement, yeah.
Because that cost you 2 by going down.
Yeah,
there.
I did actually. I would have probably made that throw.
Oh, I don't. I'll see if I can bring up the extra info.
1, 2. Yeah, that would have only been then a 3-up, a 3 3 square pass.
Yeah,
2 extra
look,
squares.
there you go. Look, it was a 4
Yeah.
up, and he rolled a 3. So with 2 more squares, 1, 2, and it'll be 1, 2. It'll be a 1, 1, 2. It'll be there. It'll be a 1, 2, 3. Well, with 1 going for it, it could have been a 3 up. I think. I think it wouldn't quite have mattered unless you made a go for it as well.
Which I probably wouldn't have done, but yeah, that's something to keep in mind. I just clearly didn't see that at the time.
Oh, that's fair. He was standing in your way at the start of that, so I've made silly mistakes like that. It's fine. So
I feel like in my head, when you dodge away, you have to like dodge away.
yeah, definitely. So what's Martin's plan here? I mean, he's pushing orks hard into your half, and honestly, I'm a bit. Yeah, I'd bring him back over. Yeah, because like I would have probably tried to bring a blitzer over here, because what's going to happen here? He's kind of got a bit of safety here, but there's a lot of knights and blockers moving in that way. So he needs to.
He just really wanted to hurt the knights, and he saw one with a bunch of orcs around it, so I think he just wanted to commit. He really wanted to kill Lancelot.
Poor Lancelot. I mean, yeah, the peasants are moving over as well, because they're not marked. Well, at least that one is, anyway.
Good old Jim. I think he's the one that brought the Black Orc down. So I'd spent a while there trying to work out which way around to do it. Just try and get like a 2-die, and then eventually like, well, I'm just going to 1-die this, and
see what happens. Doesn't go off the pitch, so that's honestly not a terrible position.
Yeah, it's in a pretty decent spot for me, because even if he gets it, I've got this ring of knights around the middle of the pitch, so he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's true, and yeah, and he punched the blocker. Interesting. I was thinking if I was in your position here, I might have been tempted to dodge away and then try and grab it. Risky, but I guess 2 dice in your favour is still pretty hard to pass up.
It was pretty hard to pass, especially when I was like, if I knock them down, they're not hitting me, and then like they're not getting the ball.
That's true, and you could have dropped the ball off the side, and then who knows where it'll end up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Managed to get a good 1-die in there.
3 up for the blitzer pickup. He's got it.
Manages to get to it. But
right.
Where's he going? Nowhere. Well.
Oh, is that cheeky throw at the goblin?
Very cheeky.
Ooh.
Because if that had landed, he was gone again.
But yeah, potentially. I mean,
yeah.
Even if the goblin just ran it, like he could have been over on this side of the pitch.
Definitely.
And what's that peasant going to do? He can't dodge. He can't catch you, really.
No.
Can't catch you. Can't catch Martin. Can't catch that goblin.
So, yeah, wrestle the tackle zone off the ball, pick it up, and score. I think. No.
No.
I'm very triggered by the going for it. Every time I go for it, I fail. So I've just stopped going for it, even with free rolls.
Oh, it's going to cost you a turn, which means you're only going to have 4. I think. No, you're gonna have 3. You know, you're gonna have 3 turns left to get and score again. I think I would have taken the extra turn. I think I would have risked the going for it.
Failed me so many touchdowns that failed going for it, like at least 3 or 4, and some critical like defensive plays another like 3 or 4 times. It just is constant, and I just cannot do it to myself anymore if I don't have to.
Oh, I think I would have definitely tried for the extra turn there. I think, I don't know. I guess, are you thinking at this point? Do you think you were still going for the win?
Probably not. I just kind of wanted, because I didn't get the equalizer at the end of the first half. I'm thinking mostly, I'll just score, get a 1-1 draw. He's not going to score in his 4 turns, and I'm okay with that. Just limit the damage.
I mean, he's probably going to try and throw the goblin. He may just lose the goblin with the ball if he tries it. Oh, well done, troll. Did something.
Get something in.
Yeah, very cheeky.
I was pretty hesitant to actually like swing with the troll because of the really stupid emblem.
Stump the peasant. Oh.
It kills.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. And that's the apothecary gone as well.
Yeah.
That is one less. That is one less farmer in the fields. Ah, but you got the bribe
because
from
of
the
the
kickoff
bribe
earlier.
event. I
Yeah.
know.
Oh, that's very cheeky.
It was cheeky. Like, at least it's just a peasant, but it was still frustrating because I like just started like having games where I've got spare peasants, and I'm
Yeah.
missing one next game and one's just dead. So I'm actually down both the peasants I've just acquired.
I mean, thankfully they're quite cheap.
Yeah.
Like, and that was an unleveled up one. Like, that would have been really sad if it was your block peasant.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, just go for the 3 dice just to ensure that there's no need for any shenanigans, just to get at least a push, and then we score.
Oh, Black Orcs back. There we go. Right. Going in. Okay, well, peasants on the line, shoving under the Black Orcs.
Yep.
Who's going first then?
So I just scored.
You just scored,
I
so the
kicked to
Orcs
him.
are. Yeah, so I guess just a bit of a defensive lineup then.
Yeah. So this time I push a bit outwards, a bit more. Just like, again, I think I'm going mostly for the draw in my head. Just like, just got a couple of turns. Let's just stop him getting through.
Yeah, and if he wants to get through that, he's either going straight through the middle or he's going down the edge.
Yeah.
Either way, he's kind of sandwiched. High kick, put the thrower under it. Maybe the thrower will do more this half.
Oh, maybe he'll move more than once.
Or maybe okay. Cheeky throw to the goblin. Is that catch goblin? Yes, it is catch goblin.
It is catch goblin.
Very cheeky. Oh, getting handed down the line. Oh,
Yeah.
Black Hawk with Blork. Blork. Great skill. Oh, that one doesn't have it.
And that one doesn't, but the peasant does.
Oh, that's a sudden reversal that a Black Hawk didn't see coming.
Like, wait a minute.
Oh, well, I mean that throw is leveling up. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Oh no! I mean, he can't throw the goblin this turn. He's Cajun, which means, oh, I don't know. I guess he can't. He doesn't want to push forward with the troll here because he doesn't want to put himself in unnecessary tackle zones. But I would have brought these 2 blitzers here. I would have pushed them forwards into the peasants. They may have got punched, but
yeah,
you know, at least they're threatening. Because right here, it's just a scrum, and all that's going to fly out is a goblin probably. Unless Martin's maybe wanting to just go for that draw as well. Maybe he just wants to sit there.
Yeah, get some injuries, like suck me in, get some punches.
Yeah, I mean, if you could roll this forwards like 2 squares, like get to roughly where your peasants are in 2 turns with a couple of blitzes,
yeah,
and then throw the goblin. You know, when it's his last turn, hopefully you aren't in a position to score, because oh no, he'll have the last turn in this scenario here, won't he?
Oh yeah.
So his best bet then is just to hang on to it to the last turn, and then just go for a crazy goblin throw.
Yeah.
And either it'll work or it won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. So I just send my knight and block forwards just in case.
Oh, he goes straight for it.
Yeah.
Drops the goblin on his head, immediately injured, and that's that play gone.
Yeah.
Ah, maybe that's why you need a spare goblin. The world's most agile Black Orc. God, this is the one he keeps trying to score with, isn't it? The one with block.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, this will be interesting then. Dauntless down.
A very lucky 1 die there. Well, I guess all I needed was 5 or 6.
Yeah, I mean you get it. 2 tackle zones right now, no blitz, so I guess that's bring in your own tackle zones so it can't be stolen away.
That's what I was trying to do, yeah. And I'm thinking, right, I've got 2 turns, and there's a mistake that I think I made that I thought about a lot after this game, but I'll wait for that to happen.
I mean, Gallyhood, probably?
Well, so if you look at that, I actually get the pickup on like a 5-up, and they get the dodge out, and they're going for it. And I'm like, right, all I need to do is pass, run, and then next turn it's a free score. Fails with catch. Now, what I should have done is because I had so few turns left, he's no longer in range of the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Is I should have just moved him a couple of squares so that he was still a possibility of scoring if I failed to throw, and I didn't consider that.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah,
see.
before
So
even trying the like 5-up pickup, because even if I failed that, it was still in a pretty good spot for me, and then at least the option is still open. But now I cannot score.
yeah, that's fair. It is hard to remember to keep players pushed into a position to receive.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I was just so focused on like actually picking up the ball. And then it worked, and then I was like out, and then I was like, wait, no, I should have just hung on to it, maybe, like just hung on to
Yeah,
the
maybe
ball for a
hung
turn.
on to it for there in that corner here, and then moved him up ready. And maybe
Yeah,
honestly, you could have then done a
sent someone
crazy
else up.
run round the other side, just in case you need to make that 6-up. Please, just catch this.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's one of the, like my biggest faults. I think with Blood Bowl is once something I get play going, I don't think ahead of in terms of turns. I'm like, oh, I'll do it now. And then I can score now, and it's done. Rather than
Yeah,
I just hold it back a turn, like there's no need to rush.
yeah. I think that's definitely something that's hard to learn. I mean, I still struggle with it.
Yeah,
And I've played this for several hundred. I've played Blood Bowl 2 on my Steam library. It says several hundred hours. So
yeah.
yeah, like it is something that's pretty hard to learn.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, you've got to get that patience in. Like, you don't have to score immediately just because you have the ball. Like, you can wait a turn.
Yeah, I know that I was looking into some like Blood Bowl things, and it's like the art of the 2-1 win. Like
Yeah.
that's the honestly the considered the perfect way to play Blood Bowl.
Hmm.
Like you score, they score, and then you score and then they don't have enough turns left to score after you, and that is like the ideal game.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think that is most wins as well in Blood Bowl. Like,
Yeah.
probably 2-1. But yeah, so he just takes the last turn, just getting what he can in, which is fair
Wham!
enough.
Oh,
Whaps the peasant. Just
Fred's
a
alright.
KO though. Fred's alright. He's just having a nap.
Oh, I think that'll pretty much take us to the end here.
Yeah, almost.
Oh, Garrett? Oh, he's fine.
He's alright.
Oh, someone's getting stumped.
Yeah, a bit
Oh,
cheeky in for turn 16. Bit salty, but
at least it wasn't a night.
it wasn't a night and nothing happened, so it's okay.
And that is 1-1. Oh, that's a very interesting set of statistics there. He threw the ball more passes than you.
Yeah, I failed all mine.
Yeah, and more. I mean, granted you were against quite a bashy team, but a lot of armor breaks.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
he did
lot
well.
more. Very interesting. Cool.
Yeah,
Right.
luckily MVP went to that blocker, so got another one with guard. And annoyingly, for like 3 or 4 games, I keep forgetting to do like one SPP pass on my blocker who's at 5 to get another guy with guard.
Ah, that is such a pain. Well, let's have a little look at where the teams ended up then. So I think we'll do. Let's look at the teams first. So let's look at yours since you're here. So any advancements? Anything spicy?
I think it was just the MVP blocker getting guard to make it up to 2 guys with guard.
I should have checked the statistics from the last game. That's what I should have done.
Oh,
See if I can
have a go.
cheekily jump on in here. There you go. Yeah. So massively higher ball possession for the Krunktown
Yeah.
Fungus, which you don't expect out of an orc team. You'd think
No.
they just ignore the ball, but yeah, they really just.
He outplayed the ball against me.
Well, I mean, he hung on to it for long stretches. I think that was him
Yeah.
trying to grind up. I guess you were doing the elf plays here, trying to get the ball and score and get back to the line out as soon as you
Yeah.
could. SPP. Krunk's doing well.
Oh yes, I did actually level up. I think the Mighty Blow Knight got dodge if he didn't already,
Ooh,
or maybe that's just one of them up to 13.
I don't think he had dodge, so yeah, that might be it. Let's have a little look. So, block dice, pretty pretty all
maybe
right.
slightly weighted, not too many ones.
No, I wouldn't complain. It's fairly even split
Yeah.
across the table. Orcs, again, fairly even. Like, bit low on 2s and 1s, but nothing like statistically like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty normal.
That's right. I mean, I was going to say really stupid. Like, he's like, he was worse than usual. Nope, that's actually pretty
That's
average.
perfectly average.
He was awake for most of the game. I'll take that. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, Dauntless went off well for you. Only failed once.
Did actually, yeah. Well, I think it's a lot of them was just it was just a 2-up like for the strength 4 players, which is nice.
Yeah. Very interesting. So your team is looking. Yeah, we've got the new dodge on him. I'm pretty sure that's new. So yeah. Lovely. That's definitely going to help. All your knights have blodge now. That's easy to remember.
Yes.
I like that about players. They just level them all the same, so it's never oh no, he didn't have dodge. He had strip ball.
Yeah.
Why
like right, they all have this, they all have that. It's fine. And then like I just look for Mighty Blow. I'm like, you need to blitz. Off you go.
Who should blitz? That one. He needs to blitz. Get him, Gawain or Guan. Another blocker with guard. Very nice. And yeah, you're down to 1 spare peasant into the next game.
Spare peasant, yeah.
Did you roll a 1 for winnings? It looks like it. Or was that?
I think I actually did buy another peasant.
Was this Tom then?
Oh no, actually, I would have been at 13, and then 1 died, so I'm still at 13 peasants because there was the death.
Yeah, so you must have bought Tom then.
Yeah.
I'd assume, because I remember Jim. You're definitely not Jim.
Yeah, it was Tom, I think. I remember thinking of what to name him.
Fair enough, yeah. I think your team's looking pretty solid. We'll have to see who you're against, and then we'll maybe reconsider that opinion.
I know who I'm against.
Well, we will find out. And then we've got the team of Krunk. So Blitzers still low.
Krunk is Krunk and
yeah. So yeah, not many level ups by the looks of it. So his blockers are still pretty low level. 1 to 2 injuries on most of them.
Yeah, he's just not getting any injuries really. Like you can see how low those are.
And he's not getting any MBPs on them either, which is interesting. Miss Krunk doesn't get anything either. The one block is Thrower's doing all right. Got 2 SPP from those throws, or 3.
Yeah,
pretty good.
It's almost there.
We've got
the goblin leveled up. I don't know what skill that is.
That is sneaky git.
That is a level up there.
Yes. So if he fouls and rolls a doubles but doesn't break your armor, he's not sent off.
Oof.
So he has got a fouling goblin with sidestep. cheeky bugger. I love it. Absolutely love it. I would definitely get another goblin, because that is going to go wrong the moment you try and foul someone. So I'd like a spare. I like another spare, or even a lineman. I wouldn't care, honestly. Either's good.
Someone, yeah.
Just 1 goblin to stomp on someone's head and get sent off, and then and then next drive you get another goblin, because you're not going to miss strength 2. He's not there to punch.
Yeah.
He's there to either catch the ball or stomp on someone's head. And nothing on the troll. Yeah, fair enough. 3 team rerolls. Yeah, honestly, it's a shame he hasn't got too many level ups, and his team value's a little bit on the low side, especially considering some of the crazy level ups we've had towards the end of this. Right, now let's see if I can get to the leaderboard without ruining everything. No, I've just ruined all of it. Wonderful. Maybe it's schedule. Hey.
There you go.
There you go. I've smooth. Well, hopefully this will be the last game, so that leaderboard won't matter.
I think it is.
So yeah, we might actually, we'll do a cheeky spoiler bit at the end there, looking over that leaderboard for everyone that wasn't ready on the pause button. So who have we got? Rectangle Tay Knights against the Elvish Workers Party. Yeah. The rising star of the league.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard game. It's just going to be hoping, like, I'm going to try and kick it to him so he can score in his 2 turns. And then I want to get the ball and spend 6 turns punching him while slowly walking up the pitch, hopefully scoring and causing enough injuries that the second half doesn't go the same.
Yeah, that's fair. That's honestly what I probably should have done as well. I just wanted to out elf him.
Yeah.
I really
That was a
enjoyed my
good match,
game
though.
against him last. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a fair, solid strategy, and it's probably what Jay's expecting. So
Yes.
we shall see how that goes. I'm
Mhm.
definitely looking forward to watching that.
Yeah, it'd be
Then
tough.
other team, Krunktown Fungus against Cornish Pastors.
That'll be interesting in a completely different way.
Yes, the two Bashy teams. Remember talking to Stephen about this one, and I think I've talked to him about all the other ones pretty much. So
Mhm.
I don't remember what I said because we're recording this on a different day. My instinct is to. Ooh, it's a tough one.
I think I might give it to Steven just for his better like positioning and ball play.
Hmm.
Which I just don't think Martin has like had that much practice with it because he started doing it a bit more now. Like we saw in that game, like trying to pass it around and throwing the goblins. But I think Steven just has like they're both very bashy, and I think Steven just has the edge in practice.
Yeah, I think as long as Stephen can maintain, 2 dice where he needs it with Frenzy,
Yeah,
he
that'll be the
should be.
big trick.
Yeah, like because Frenzy is just so powerful, so long as you
Hmm.
manage it. But I think if Martin gets a couple of cheeky knockouts early,
Yeah.
even just stuns for gets 3 stuns in like turn 2, let's say,
Hmm.
that could really swing momentum his way.
Yeah, the
Because
thing I'd watch out for is Stephen's Bloodthirster, who he's got Claw now, right, and Mighty
he
Blow.
does, but I've got minor spoilers for everyone who hasn't watched the other game. That guy's taking a game out.
Oh, I remember he got
Game.
Apode. I can remember what it was
He's
into.
missing a game.
Oh, that is the worst game I think to
Yeah, that
miss.
is not having
Oh,
the can opener against the one team with armor 9 everywhere
oh,
is
I
going
would be
to.
very upset.
Yeah, he was a bit upset. I absolutely
Oof.
don't blame him after, especially the investment of that big guy.
Yeah, because
Hopefully,
that's a game you look forward to. You're like, oh, I cannot wait to just like open the tin can or.
tinned food, yum yum. But yeah, that is going to suck. And I think since Martin's team value is so low, I don't think Steven's going to get any inducements towards it.
Yeah,
I think that
yeah,
losing that big guy has actually brought his team value down comparably. And I think when
yeah.
he's
I
been
think so.
dragged down to that level, I think Martin's got the edge.
Yeah, that's fair actually. Yeah, without the Minotaur or the Bloodthirster, that is going to be tough, real tough to get all the frenzy 2 dies.
Yeah. Well, I think since this will be the last game before the end of the league, let's have the end of this round. Let's have a little glance at the leaderboard, see where things are stacking up, as we have
Sure.
2 matches left.
Yeah.
So, in the top we have Dark Elves. Not
With
surprised,
that
but
incredibly inflated team value.
oh,
Wow.
he has just bought a Witch Elf, which is why he's suddenly got 100k more value. It is very
Oh,
nice.
glad I've already played him.
But look at the Elvish Workers Party blazing up.
Insane.
I, I
Yeah,
I'm so
crazy.
glad I called that when he was down in like 7th.
Yeah.
He is absolutely doing me proud. And honestly, if Ollie stumbles,
He's right there.
he's right there. So yeah,
Yeah.
interesting top 2. Very impressed to see 2 elf teams, especially in the Bashy League that we are.
Quite
Um,
bashy. Yeah, they've
although
done well.
although speaking of Bashy, Kemery right behind.
Yeah.
Uh, and Chaos Dwarves, who have finally got their second loss on the board, which was due to, I think, it was who was it? It was Dark Elves versus Dwarves earlier this week. So yeah,
Oh
that
yeah.
is that is why that has suddenly shifted. Emil's been knocked off the top spot.
Has yeah. They've been well.
He's
To be fair, I think that top 4 has been, while not in that order, has been pretty up there for the last couple of rounds.
yeah, I think since Genevieve's withdrawing from the league and the poor AI Amazons are just not doing the team justice.
No.
They are
That
falling
is
by
one
the
issue. Yeah.
wayside.
The
But
poor AI just can't keep up.
yeah, I think the AI is going to slowly sink down and probably will drop to about. Well, they had a bit of a head start, but they're probably going to drop down to 7th or 8th position over the next 2 days, probably next 2 rounds, probably. But that puts you
Yeah.
in 5th Which, granted, it's going to be you're going to need 2 wins, and everyone else at the
Yeah.
top needs to lose for you to come
I
back
was
into
just
this.
thinking that. Well, not yeah. So I have to win the next 2, and I just need one of the top. Well, one of the top 3. Well, as in like
Ideally,
Elven Union,
probably a
Khemri, or
meal.
Chaos Dwarf.
If the
Well,
Chaos
actually,
if the Chaos Dwarves lose their next 2 matches, you'll probably take that on goal difference.
yeah, I was just thinking that.
I mean,
And if I beat for the 2 wins, one of them has to be against Jay. So that will mean he'll only be maximum at 5 wins, which if he wins the one after.
Yeah, and that'll give him potentially 2 losses. So if you can hang on in there, you could potentially upset the top 4 and potentially get in there.
It is definitely a
Interesting.
possibility.
I think I'm in a similar position because I'm on the
Yep.
same win rate as is the Skaven, but I don't know. I have played everyone there except Dark Elves at this point, so I could
Ooh.
certainly nobble the Dark Elves maybe for a round, but
Yeah.
I I don't know if that would be enough. I think it's going to have to be a severe upset, and essentially the top one of the players in the top 4 needs to choke potentially twice,
Yeah,
and
I think it has to be twice.
if it's a meal, I think that would open up for the places in 6th, 7th, 8th potentially to swoop on in if they can get 2 wins.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think we're pretty much locked into the finals. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've just
interesting.
noticed that actually you, me, and Ash are all on 2-1-4.
Yeah, so it's going to probably be a tale of 2 halves. There's going to be a scrabble for the top 4, and there's going to be a scrabble for the bottom half. I think, unfortunately, I think mine might be out of this at this point.
Yes.
I think
Sorry,
I think
Martin.
I think he might be able to come back in and cause some injuries and
Yeah,
potentially,
hopefully. He's
you
not had
know.
too much luck, but
But I
go
think,
for it.
yeah, I think it is definitely a tale of 2 leagues. There is the top half of the league with the top 4, and then the rest of us down in the pit fighting
Yeah.
it out.
Although it would be a really interesting top 4 finals with as it is, because it's 2 elf teams and 2 very bashy teams.
Yeah, it's the 2 extremes. It seems the middle
Hmm.
ground has gone a bit by the wayside.
Yeah, I guess with 2 good elf teams and 2 really good bashy teams, all us guys in between have just not really been able to excel against all comers.
Maybe
Maybe.
interesting discovery. Well,
Yeah.
I think that might be the end of us for round 7. Well, thank you very much for joining me, my dude.
Thanks for having me.
And hopefully I'll be able to get this over to Stephen with no nonsense. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully.
Oh, it's going to be a nightmare. Hopefully not swapping hard drives at like 10 o'clock at night. Dodgy street dealings. But oh dear. Well, thank you very much once again for watching, guys, and we will hopefully see you again in round 8. See you again.
See you later.